everybody. Hello, Gwen. Welcome, everybody. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live. Let me adjust this seat for a minute here. All right. Okay. So, there we go. All right. So, anyways, welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live. Checking out my apologies, here. So, anyways, There we go. All right, like that. I like that. So, all right. So, anyways, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 315. It is Sunday, April 20th, 25. We are in the middle of an Easter long weekend. So, anyways, hello, everybody. Let's see here. All right. So, I'll give you my intro. Welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 315. Big Jims Blogcast Live airs Sunday nights on Facebook, the occasional Fridays, and 1 o'clock Wednesdays. We are in our 7th year as Big Jims Blogcast Live, debuted back in 2019. This year, expect more craft beer reviews. We've done over 200, 250, too much to count. Plus, paired with a good cigar and spirit, rum for whiskey. Tonight's craft beer, anyways, is Hoperator. It's a smooth American pale ale by the Frank Brewing Company in Tecumseh, Ontario. Accompanying that, we've got Maker's Mark Bourbon Whiskey. And we got ourselves a good cigar here. It is a Jose El Piedra. I'll probably light this up right now. All right. Retro, vintage, classic, nostalgia, yesteryear are the buzzwords here. We do classic movies. We talk about classic movies, classic rock, classic TV, classic pro wrestling, classic toys, along with classic albums. I think I said that. Book of the month, birthday shoutouts to all our friends, local events, bongos, countdowns, with my sidekick Cactus Jack here. All right. Okay. All right. Now, local events, classic rock. This week in Van Halen history. Birthday shoutouts to all of our friends, Cactus Jack. The blogcast, seen in U.S. and Canada, is worldwide. We're seen in the U.K., Mexico, France, Spain, Germany, etc. So thank you for watching. Tune in and turn on and enjoy the show. Politics and religion are banned here. We aren't spam. Like us, share, subscribe to us. Big Jims Blogcast Live. As I'm going to reiterate tonight, Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify and any of these Apple podcast, any of these podcasts where you listen, audio listening pleasure. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at YouTube.com. I want to give shouts out for you watching the Sarnia Port Elgin groups. Sarnia rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. All the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups, all the chain reaction groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock, Aerosmith groups, all the craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, pro wrestling, classic TV and movies, the blog groups, the vlog groups, birthdays, bongos, and Rubik's. I have to hold on here, maybe more. All right, I will give you my disclaimer in about a minute here. Sherry, I see you watching. So, anyways, there we go. There's April birthdays. Okay, April. There we are. Birthdays official group. There we are. All right. Okay. So, hair metal friends, bongos. All right. Okay. So there we go. All right, Sherry, I see you're watching along with Gwen. Welcome. Now, I may say a few bad, dirty words tonight. All right. There we go. Adjust that accordingly. I may say a few bad, dirty words tonight, like shit, damn, screw, fuck. Hello to you too. Hello. There we are. Go to your safe spaces, cover your ears, because you'll probably hear those will slip out. Just forewarning you. And we've got bongos here. All right. So, anyways, it is Big Jims Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 315, Sunday, April 20th, 25. We're in the middle of a Easter long weekend. So we're going to get our craft beer underway. We're going to do some birthday shout-outs, countdowns, local events. We're going to talk about a movie-Starcrash, canceled classic TV show, Automan, our classic tag team from the WWF Strike Force. A Star Wars character, Chief Bast. Classic legendary game show host, R.I.P. Wink Martindale. Classic guitar duos Joe Perry and Brad Whitford from Aerosmith, and our classic legacy album, which is 50 years old this year, Toys in the Attic, Aerosmith, and along with This Week in Van Halen history. So here we go. All right. So yeah. Okay. So along with So, anyways, all right, well, there we are. I got a good cigar here. It's a Jose El Piedra from, I'll put that aside. I've got my, Maker's Mark bourbon whiskey to go along with, the our craft beer for tonight. And our craft beer for tonight, it is called Hooperator. It's an American Pale Ale. It's by the Frank Brewing Company in Tecumseh, Ontario. I'm going to pour it. I'm trying it for the very first time tonight, so bear with, so anyways, look at that. Before we get into this, before I try this beer, look at the texture of that. We'll set it down. Before I do these reviews, I've got a beer rating system. I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. I do give it a rating. Here's my beer rating system. 10, it goes from 10 to 1. Outstanding, awesome, excellent, very good, above average, average, below average, not very good, terrible, awful. So we want it to end up in the maybe 6 to 10. All right. Like I said, I will throw out a number at the end of the blogcast. It'll be 3, 6, 10, 4, you never know. So stay tuned. So also, I wanted to show you guys something here. This is called the Growler. It is your Ontario Craft Beer Guide. This is Volume 6, Issue 1. It is $3. You find this in your local LCBO. Doreen, I see you're watching. And your craft brewery. This tells you all about the current craft breweries in Ontario, Canada. So that's it. Pick this up. It's important. So at your local craft brewery or your local LCBO. There we go. All right. So it's like I said, I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Ooh, okay. I need a coaster. There we go. I'll just grab this. All right. So yeah. All right. So here. Whoop. That didn't work out. So, anyways, all right. So, anyways, here we go with it is Frank Brewing Company Hooperator American Pale Ale, and it's got barley, malt, hops, yeast in it, brewed and canned by Frank Brewing Company in Tecumseh, Ontario. So here we go. All right. Hello, Greta. Oh, boy. All right. That's a real tangy, snap at your, taste buds beer. Wow. All right. I'll top this up. American Pale Ale. Hey, fuck. A classic American Pale Ale brewed in the West Coast style. Expect a dry, crisp citrusy pale ale with plenty of hop, aroma, flavor, and bitterness. Yeah, there's a little bit of bitterness to it. Oh, wow. Dry hop. Wow. Wow. Dry and crisp. It is definitely dry and crisp. Phew. Yeah. Well, oh, wow. Whoa, boy. So, all right. What to say? Well, it certainly grabs you. It does leave a really... oh boy. All right. Well, we're going to struggle with this one tonight. God, it does. It's like a baseball bat to your to your gut there. I mean, or to your taste buds. It's like, yeah. I'll set this. Oh fuck. All right. And when I do these craft beer reviews, I just don't go, well, it's a very exquisite, highbrow, high-tasting craft. No, I don't. I go with my gut and what's in here. But wow, this is like a baseball bat to your taste buds. So, will it get better or worse throughout the blogcast? I don't know. So, anyways, I gotta... All right, I'll just set this back here. Hold on, I gotta grab a cloth. All right, so, okay. All right. Okay. So, wipe this down here, yeah, all right. Whoa, all right, so let's... Okay. At least I got Maker's Mark bourbon whiskey here, so... All right. Okay. Well, that's that. All right. All right. Well, I've got a good cigar going on here. It is a Jose El Piedra. Anyways, yeah, that's like it's like Frank Brewing Hooperator American Pale Ale. Boom. All right. Fuck. Okay. We certainly didn't expect that, did we? All right. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna get to some birthday shout outs here. So like I said, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around and you want to throw out a number, see if it matches up with mine, please feel free to do so. All right. So, all right. All right. Bam. Okay. So, anyways, as we turn on Cactus Jack here. All right. So, anyways, we have birthdays here. April 14th to the 20th. Isabella DePuter, Helena Sousa Bartlett, Paul Cleaver, Jeff Zinke, Michael Brown, Jeff Sinfield, Aaron Tennant, Stephanie Hope, Kate Gannon, Shelley Taylor, Mike McIntosh. Happy birthday, guys. That's from this week and this weekend. So, happy birthday. Once again, happy birthday to you. All right. All right. So, yeah, guys, happy birthday. Isabella DePuter, Helena Sousa Bartlett, Paul Cleaver, Jeff Zinke, Jeff Sinfield, Michael Brown, Ann Tennant, Stephanie Hope, Kate Giannis, Shelley Taylor, Mike McIntosh. So, all right. So, anyways, have a happy birthday. Boom. We've got some bongos here. All right. So, oh, yeah. And if you want to, all right. So, anyways, if you want to call up the hotline, 1-800-867-5309, either on your rotary phone back here or your cell, say, hey, Jim, how's that beer? And we love the show. So, anyway, just toll free to call, 1-800-867-5309. So, all right. And the one thing, all right. So, yeah. So, it is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 315, Sunday, April 20th, 2025. We are working our way through, I did a Friday show, blogcast. So, but yeah, it is Sunday, April 20th, 2025. We're in the middle of like a Easter long weekend. That's great. So, anyways, before we get into that, I'm going to try. Look, I've got a Rubik's Cube here, so I'm going to take it out of its Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug. Tonight's color is green. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do 4 tries of this. Green side. This is a toy from legendary toy from the 80s. It looks a little beat up, but you can. The premise is pretty simple here. The object is pretty simple here. All 9 sides, all the same colors. So tonight I'm going to go for green in a couple of turns. Oh, come on, man. Fuck. Come on. All right. So, come on. All right. Well, oh, you biatch. All right. That's as far as I got right there. Green. So I'm going to put it back in its Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug. That's the first of 4 tries tonight. So, anyways, yeah, our craft beer for tonight, if you're just joining us, it's accompanied by a El Pedro, Jose El Pedro cigar. Accompanied by like Baker's Mark Kentucky bourbon whiskey. Oh yeah, and yep, it is called. This is Hooperator. It is an American Pale Ale. It's by the Frank Brewing Company in Tecumseh, Ontario. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. I do give it a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. So if you want to throw out a number, feel free to do so. See if it matches up with mine. So, okay, all right. It's wearing on me, but the base, the punch. It feels like your taste buds are being punched out by Mike Tyson here. It's like, oh boy. So, but I'll top it up. Look at that texture, like right there. That's okay. So, hoo-yah. Okay, all right. Whether it's a spring, summer, or fall beer, a junkyard beer, I'll let you know about that. I mean, it's got to grow on me all through the blogcast. So let's just put this back here for now. And I did bring back up, as you can see. So, all right. Wow. Oh, boy. All right. No, I do not. Can't say that I do, Mark. Sorry. We're going to get into some countdowns now. So, anyways. All right. Father's Day is 56 days away. Mother's Day is 21 days away. Fall is 156 days away. Victoria Day long weekend is 29 days away. And summer is 61 days away. All right. So, okay. Whoops. All right. Here we are. All right. No, I don't know this guy. All right. So, yeah. Bam. Okay, here we go. And I've got, like, the bullhorn here. Fuck. Okay. Big Jims Blogcast Live! All right. So, anyways, yeah, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live version 7.0, 315, episode 315, Sunday, April 20th, 2025. For those of you watching in the U.S., we're in the middle of a Canadian long weekend here, Easter long weekend. So, Yeah, so we'll get to some like local events here. All right. So yeah, Alvinson Pro Rodeo, Friday, June 13th, Friday to June 15th, 2025, 3310 Walnut Street, Brook, Alvinson, Ontario. Strathroy Rib Fest, Friday, July 4th to July 6th, 334 Metcalf Street West. Big Bounce Canada, Delaware Speedway, 722 Gideon Drive, Middlesex Center, June 13th, 2025 to June 15th. Saugeen District Secondary School All Decades Reunion, June 21st, 2025, 12 p.m. to... All right. Here we are. Where were we? Yeah, June 21st, 2025, 12 p.m. to June 22nd, 2025, 1 a.m. Lakeshore Racquetball Club, 1177 Godrich Street, Port Elgin. There's going to be like a car show. There's going to be a dance. There's going to be a pub crawl. There's going to be a high school tour. If you know the people, if you grew up in Port Elgin, you probably Saugeen District Secondary School like I have. I attended it in the 80s. So anyways, it's like an all decades reunion. So get your ticket, because I'll be there. Spring show and sale, Saturday, April 26th, 2025, 9 a.m. Event by Big Brothers Big Sisters Sarnia at Alexander Mackenzie Secondary School, 1257 Michigan Avenue, admission $7, kids 12 and under for free. Saturday, May 24th, 2025, 9 p.m. Pearl Jam tribute at the Twisted Arm Restaurant Bar in Sarnia, $10 at the door. Saturday, April 26th, 12:30, 4 p.m. Grilled cheese pop-up at the Stonepicker Brewing Company, 7143 Forest Road, Wyoming. It's hosted by the Cheese Wedge. Again, Stonepicker Brewing, another great craft brewery in like Sarnia. So they're friends of the Blogcast. Oh yeah. Anyways, and Blue Water Border Fest, Saturday, June 21st, Centennial Park. Yeah, Vicky, how are you? So the acts include Billy Talent, Hinder, Faber Dunn, and Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. Have a good time there. Blue Water Border Fest. Mark and the guys really like picked up the pieces where Bayfest left off, and they work hard at that. Yeah. So, Rumblefish, Rockin' the River Cruise, Saturday, June 7th, 7 p.m. Duke de Orleans 2. Tickets, contact any band member. Friday, May 9th, 7 p.m. Steel Panther and Buck Cherry. All right. Steel Panther and Buck Cherry. The Northern Exposure Tour, London Music Hall, 184 Dundas Street, London. Tickets, Ticketmaster.com. Mitten Village. Oh, I'm good. Vicky, how are you? Keeping it together. That's great. Great. Now where was I? Mitten Village Block Party. Yes. Saturday, August 23rd, 10 p.m. till 4 p.m. 101 Ontario Street, Sarnia. Live music, art, food, vendors. Roller skating. Sunday, April 27th, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. the Clearwater Arena. In Sarnia, 9400 Wellington Street. There's going to be a live DJ. There's going to be it's adults $7, kids 16 and under 5. Your rentals $3. The Beach Bums, a Beach Boys tribute, Friday, May 9th, 7:30 p.m. Imperial Theater, 168 Christina Street in Sarnia. Tickets, tixhub.com. Sarnia Poutine Feast 2025. Centennial Park in Sarnia, poutine, games, live music. It's going to be a great time there. The upper deck, one of the great poutine vendors there is going to be there, hopefully. And it's going to be a great time. Sarnia Kidman Rib Fest, 26th Annual Rib Fest, June 13th, 11:30 a.m. to June 15th, 7:30 p.m. Ribs, live music, craft beer. Awesome. Oh, yeah. All right. Okay. And Vicky, if you're still there, I'm about to show you tonight's craft beer. This is interesting. So with like, all right. But first of our blog ID, if you, Big Jims Blogcast Live, if you're, this blogcast is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and all these audio listening platforms which you podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shouts out to everybody watching the Sarnia Port Elgin group. Sarnia rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. What's up, Sarnia? Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups. All the Van Halen, or all the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups, all like the Van Halen, Aerosmith, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, pro wrestling, blog groups, the blog and vlog groups, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's. So yeah, all right. All right. We're doing gangbusters here tonight. So anyways, we've got, like, with our craft beer tonight, here's the cigars of Jose El Piedra Cuban. We've got, like, accompanying that is Maker's Mark whiskey. And our craft beer for tonight is Hooperator. It's an American pale ale. It's by the Frank Brewing Company in Tecumseh, Ontario. And I'm trying it for the very first time tonight. And I got to tell you, here we go. Yeah. All right. It's still like a Mike Tyson punch to your taste buds. It's like, I got to top this up. Oh boy. Wow. There is a bittery aftertaste to it. Let's see. What do? Yeah. Bitterness. There's a bitterness to it. Okay. Yes. All right. Well. Oh God. You can tell by my reaction. Like we're not gonna. I'm gonna go easy on this tonight. I don't know. But truth be told. It is a gut punch type of a beer. So, anyways, I will set this back here. Oh, boy. All right. And anyways, yeah. It's going to be an annihilation tonight, so you better stick around, actually, and see what I'm going to give that beer. So, anyways, yeah. All right, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 315, Sunday, April 20th, 2025. All right, so anyways, bam. All right. Excuse me. So, I've got the movie on right now. All right. So, anyways, all right. Oh, God, we've got our movie. Our okay. Yes, we've got our movie. All right. So, let me spread this around a little bit. Okay, we've got our movie, Star-Crash. This was released March 9th, 1979. I don't know when. Like I said, stick around. The numbers might get interesting here. They might dip below double digits. Released March 9th, 1979. As you can see, David Hasselhoff, Caroline Munro, Christopher Plummer in Star-Crash. It had a budget of $4 million and only did box office of $2.2 million. Now, the cast was Caroline Munro as Stella Starr, young smuggler who's the best actress pilot in the whole universe. Marjo Gortner as Acton, Stella's loyal sidekick. He has the power to restore people to life. Judd Hamilton as L, a powerful robotic policeman. David Hasselhoff as Prince Simon, the Emperor's only son. Christopher Plummer as the Emperor, known as the universe's benevolent and wise ruler. Joe Spinelli's Count Zarth Arn, a renegade who's bent on dethroning the Emperor and proclaiming himself supreme ruler of the universe. Robert Tessier as Thor, chief of the Imperial State Police. And Nadia Cassini as Corellia, queen of the Amazon women. So, again, holy fuck. So, anyways, we've got a few stills from the movie here. There's one. All right. There's David Hasselhoff and Caroline. Prince Simon there. All right. Yeah, so we've got... And Acton with his laser sword. Here's a few other... Yeah, there we go. There's another still from the movie right there. All right, so the director was Lucio Cozzi. This is like an Italian, like... Starcrash was an Italian... No, it doesn't. Was an Italian sci-fi film. Now, the plot, in a distant galaxy, the evil Count Zarth Arn is plotting to take over the galaxy with his most powerful weapon. The Emperor's son has gone missing after the weapon destroyed the spaceship. Smothered Acton and Stella Star must find him and destroy the weapon. Now, that's the short version of it. So, but laser swords, escape pods. I gotta tell you, this movie reminds me. Okay, here's another of the laser sword there. So, all right, yeah. So Starcrash, I've got it on right now. So there's laser swords in it. There's escape pods. Zarth Arn's super weapon that makes ships crash. Acton has like mystery powers. El the robot. What does this remind me of? Yeah, okay. I posted clips of the movie. I posted clips of the movie Starcrash on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. And you'll pretty much like peg it as a Star Wars ripoff. But the director says, like I said, this was an Italian sci-fi movie. The director claims to have never seen Star Wars. So the tagline should have been, long ago in a low-rent Italian galaxy far away. So there we go. There's Starcrash. The only major stars in this movie were Christopher Plummer and a young unknown named like David Hasselhoff. So, all right. So where is he? Where is he right here? So, good picture of him. This was like Hasselhoff before Knight Rider and before Baywatch. So, there we go. All right. So, yeah. So, yeah, like the movie, the director has claimed never to have seen Star Wars. Like, really? All right. So, yeah, and then explain this to me, the laser sword. Really? So, but, yeah, Rotten Tomatoes, oh my God. So, anyways, production, I mean, the movie was shot and began shooting, like, on October 15th, 1977, basically in the same lot as Star Wars. So, right after Star Wars completed filming. So, oh no, I never... And the composer... the score was conducted by composer John Barry, who's done several sci-fi films. So, anyways, yeah, like I said, if you... Oh, and the movie is on Roku and Tubi, because I've got it on right now. And this like borrows every element from Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. Like, no, it doesn't, because, like, sorry, it borrows every element from, like, Star Wars. So, basically, you flip that, there we go. Yeah, Starcrash, Star Wars, Starcrash, Star Wars, there we go. So, I did post several of, like, the movie trailer and clips from the movie on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. So look for it. All right. So that's that. Okay. So, okay. All right. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live version 7.0 for episode 315. Sunday, April 20th, 2025. And we're halfway through our long weekend, Easter long weekend, Canadian Easter long weekend for anybody watching around the world. So anyways, yeah. And second time tonight, I am going to do the cube. All right, I'll take it out of its Blogcast Live coffee mug there. Now, if you're under 30, this is a toy from the 80s. It's a Rubik's Cube. Premise is pretty simple. You got to get 9 sides, all the same color. Tonight I'm going to work on the color green. So here we go. The full side. I'm going to try and get a full side. So, ba. All right, come on. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so, come on. Okay, so, come, you little biatch. All right, so let's go. All right. Okay, well, that's all I got for now. All right, so just put it back in its Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug. Let's see here. All right, boom. All right, that was the uke. Okay. So, anyways, our craft beer for tonight. Oh, and this is gonna get good. All right. So, anyway. We've got a real doozy of a craft beer tonight, accompanied by Jose El Piedra cigar. We've got like Maker's Mark bourbon whiskey. All right. Oh, this will comfort the blow. All right. Okay. All right. So, nice guys, great beer. Tonight's beer, it is called Hooperator by the Frank Brewing Company in Tecumseh, Ontario, Canada. I'm trying this for the first time tonight. Remember, I might be nice to this, I might be not. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Felt like it felt like one of you, like, slammed me with a baseball bat to my taste buds. Oh, it is bitter. It is like almost of that sour tasting. It's like dry and crisp, citrusy pale ale, just like bitter, and it doesn't go down smooth. It's got a bitter aftertaste to it. Like it's like, whew. I keep thinking, will this get better or worse all through the blogcast? Or this might go down in the double digits of like the Hall of Shame. So, but I'll place this back here for now. Like I said, I do give this a rating out of 10, minus 10 or 10 in the blogcast later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, you want to throw out a number, you want to throw out a minus number, feel free to do so. See if it matches up with mine. So here we go. Yeah. Oof. Boy. All right. So. All right. As we get to our classic canceled TV series, all right. So, how many of you remember this TV series? Automan. All right. How many of you remember that? This was on ABC from December 15th, 1983 to April 2nd, 1984. Wow. Day it was canceled, it was my 14th birthday. I never knew that. For 13 episodes. The cast was Desi Arnaz Jr. as Walter Beecher, Chuck Wagner as Automan. The premise: Automan follows the adventures of police officer, computer programmer Walter Beecher as he creates an artificial intelligence crime-fighting program that he generates a hologram that can leave the computer world at night and fight crime. Automan. Walter merges with Automan, become one, sharing his mind and his skills. Cursor was Automan's sidekick, shifting, floating little Cursor. Come on, this was when computers were first introduced and everybody was going computer crazy. It was and you can generate physical objects like a car, an airplane, helicopter that defies the laws of physics. He could different a car that could go woo doot doot like that, turn like that. He's all right. So Automan could only fight crime at night because he would suffer power shortages in the day. ABC. Here's one more shot. All right, there we go. So ABC put Automan in the Monday night 8 p.m. 9 p.m. time slot against Scarecrow and CBS's Scarecrow and Mr. King, if you remember that show, and again on NBC's Bloopers and Practical Jokes on NBC. So yeah, this was the primetime TV schedule for, Mondays. NBC had TV's Bloopers and Practical Jokes. ABC had Automan. CBS had Scarecrow and Mrs. King, which, and basically that, they tried moving it around. ABC canceled Automan. The ratings were a 13.6. That's really pathetic. After 12 episodes because of poor ratings, and the effects at the time, the special effects were expensive, and Automan didn't justify enough of the ratings. It wasn't high enough in the ratings for ABC to renew the show. November 10th, 2015, Shout Factory released the complete series on DVD and featured all 13 episodes and bonus features. And the Sci-Fi Channel has Automan reruns too. So yeah, it was up against Automan. There was the complete series. Desi Arnaz and Chuck Webner. Plus it going up against these shows, Scarecrow and Mrs. King and TV's Bloopers and Practical Jokes pretty much did it in ratings wise. So but it was a cool show. I grew up watching TV in my teen, as I was a kid, and I remember this show when I was 13, 14, and it was a cool TV show. But powers that be at ABC, low ratings, canceled it. So it was just a classic canceled TV show. And I did post a trailer. I did post the scenes from Automan on my blogcast page and my Facebook page. So, all right. So yeah. All right. This is. Whew, all right. All right. So, anyways, all right. So, if you guys want to, bam. All right. So, anyways, if you guys want to call me up, 1-800-867-5309, the hotline, Big Jims Blogcast Live hotline. You can use your rotary phone right here, or your cell. How's that beer going? And how's the? We love the blogcast. Toll free to call. All right, 1-800-867-5309. So, all right, bam. Okay, boom. God, oh man. All right. That was my ukulele. All right. Okay. And we've got our sidekick here, Cactus Jack. So, anyways, Big Jims Blogcast Live. Version 7.0, episode 315, everybody. All right. And yeah, so Okay. Tonight's craft beer. Wow, was there ever a time where I was like not forward to drinking beer? I mean, maybe tonight's the night, maybe it's not. Tonight's craft beer, accompanied by a good cigar. It's a Jose El Piedra. All right. It's accompanied by Maker's Mark Bourbon Whiskey. Truthfully, this whiskey makes it taste better. So, all right. And we have, all right, well, they're the same beer, people. So, we have Operator, Frank Brewing Company, Smooth Operator. Well, I'm going to top it up. So, they're the same beer. All right. So, anyways, all right, a little bit of there. All right, so Smooth Operator. All right, so, all right, here we go. So I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Okay, well, like, I mean, fuck. All right. So, anyways, okay. Oh my God! I gotta take a look here. Fuck. Nice guys, great beer. Okay. So, American Pale Ale. All right. Well, it does. It's got that bitter aftertaste to it, sour, like, and it's just like All right, so I'll just top this up. All right, I'll just set this back here. All right, it is Operator, Frank's Brewing Company in Tecumseh, Ontario, and it's just, woo. It's a gut punch. I'll say that. Whether it's a spring, summer, or fall beer, I can let you guys know on that. Right, really. So, okay. So, yeah, we place that back there for now. If you want to, if you're still here during the end of the blogcast, that's when I give it a rating out of 10. Feel free to throw it a number. All right. All right. So we've got our classic tag team here. Strike Force. All right. Okay. Okay. So how many remember the classic tag team Strike Force? All right. Now, okay, so combined weight 460 pounds. It's Rick Martel and Tito Santana. They were from 1987. Maureen, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. Strike Force was formed on August 15th, 1987 on a permanent basis. Rick Martel's former partner, Tom Zank. There we go. That's his former partner right there. Left the WWE. They were feuding with the Islanders, Haku and Sifi. Zink leaves the WWE and Rick Martel has faced the Islanders in parent singles matches. April 15th. 12 new comments. There we go. All right, there we go. Like and loves. There we are. So, anyways, April 15th, 1987, the Islanders attacked Rick Martel after his match with Barry Horowitz. All right, there we go. There's Barry Horowitz. Tito Santana helped Martel fight them off, and Strike Force was formed. Strike Force! All right, so, okay. Strike Force would feud with the Islanders. And would win the WWE Tag Team titles from the Hart Foundation. Right there. On October 27, 1987, Strikeforce would hold on to the titles until WrestleMania 4, March 27, 1988, losing them to Demolition. All right, we've got Demolition right there. All right. With interference by Mr. Fuji. Now, in the later half of 1988, Martel is injured. The team splits up for 4 months. Martel returns to the WWE in January 1989. Strikeforce reunites at WrestleMania 5, April 2nd, 1989. Fuck, that's my birthday. I turned 19 on that day. Fuck. All right. Facing the Brain Busters, Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard. Tito Santana accidentally knocks out Martel with a flying forearm. Martel is pissed. He leaves Santana by himself in the ring. Martel turns heel and feuds with Tito Santana. The feud would die out after the 1990 Survivor Series when Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, and Tito Santana defeat Hercules, Paul Roma, and Ted DiBiase, the Warlord, and Rick Martel. So, Rick Martel, actually, he became the model. Yes, the model Rick Martel. So, anyways, I did post more of, Strikeforce, Tito Santana, and Rick Martel. I did post more of, oh, all right. I did post more of, all right, let me get this up here. Okay, so, all right. Okay, yeah. So I did post more of Strikeforce, their promo and their matches on my Blogcast page, my Facebook page. Of course, Tito Santana on the Indies today, Rick Martel retired, but Rick Martel went on to become the model Rick Martel, with his cologne arrogance. So, and no reunion was planned. Rick Martel's now out of the business. He's a real estate agent. So, buy a house from him or he'll put you in the Boston Crab. So, all right. So, anyways, let me, all right. So, oh boy. All right. Okay. So, all right. So, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 315. It is Sunday, April 20th, 2025. We're going through our Canadian Easter long weekend. Hope everybody's with family. Hope everybody's celebrating, getting out there. So let's see. What can I? All right. Group. Let's see. Podcasters on Facebook. Nope, I can't. All right. Yeah, give me the likes and loves there. All right. So. All right. So. Okay, a few more. All right. Okay. So, anyways, yeah. Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 315, Sunday, April 20th, 2025. All right. Bam. All right. Bongos there. Our craft beer for tonight. And we've got it's a Jose El Piedra. It's a Cuban cigar. Accompanying that is our Maker's Mark whiskey, bourbon whiskey. All right. Our craft beer for tonight, it is Hopperator, American Pale Ale by the Frank Brewing Company in Tecumseh, Ontario, Canada. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. What a reaction. It's still like a gut punch. It is. It just dry, and it's just like a real gut punch to the, So, how can I put this nicely? Well, I'll do my final thoughts on this beer will be at the end of the blogcast. But, ooh boy, this is definitely not a spring, summer, or fall beer. Okay, I'm going to put this as a wintertime beer, dead of winter time, when you're stuck in a blizzard and you got nothing else to drink. So, yeah, that's your punishment, so to speak. But if you're sticking around, you want to throw out a number between 1 or 10 or below 10, feel free to do so. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay. So we'll just top that up. All right. So, all right. Okay. All right. Oh boy. All right. I think I'm going to quit drinking. Oh, did I just say that out loud? Fuck. All right. I'm not going to quit drinking. All right. Maybe I'll quit drinking for about an hour. Fuck. All right. So before we get going here, if you want to call up the blogcast, 1-800-867-5309, toll free to call. It's like on your rotary phone or your cell. Jim, how's that beer going down? And we love the blogcast. It is toll free to call. 1-800-867-5309. So there we go. All right. Boom. All right. So, oh boy. All right. Big Jims Blogcast Live. Oh God. Okay. Ooh. Oh. There we are. All right. So, anyways, yeah. So, feel free to share. Well, no, I'm not going to waste the beer. I'm gonna I'm not going to waste the beer. I'm just going to I'll drink it. I'll drink it all through. I'll give it a rating, but same thing as always. All right. All right. So anyway, as we move on here, we've got our obscure Star Wars character, Chief Meridian Bast. So if does anybody remember him from the first Star Wars movie? So anyways, Meridian Bast was an Imperial officer with the Galactic Empire during the Galactic Civil War. He was an Imperial general, served as a chief aboard the first Death Star prior to the Battle of Yavin. Bast was an important command. Bast was present for an important command meeting aboard the first Death Star with various high-ranking Imperial officers, including Admiral Conan Modi, General Cassio Tag, Darth Vader, the Death Star commander, Grand Moff Tarkin. They discussed the threat of the Rebel alliance to the Death Star. When the rebels escaped, all right. So anyways, what do we got here? All right. So, okay. So anyways, when the rebels escaped the Death Star, a tracking device was put on the Millennium Falcon. The Empire tracked the rebels to Yavin 4, and Tarkin intended to blow up Yavin 4 like he did Alderaan. Several Imperial officers, including Bast, analyzed the rebellion attack, and they saw that it was a real danger to the station. Bast approached Tarkin and told him of the danger and asked if he wanted his ship standing by just in case. Tarkin rejected the idea, chastising Bast, overestimating the rebels' chances, and refused. Now, as we both know, Luke Skywalker and his X-Wing blew up the station, thermal exhaust port, killing everyone on board, even Tarkin and Bast. So, so when Luke Skywalker shot that photon torpedo into the thermal exhaust port. That blew up the station. Blew up the Death Star, killing Chief Bast and Tarkin along with everybody in it. So, and I did post more of Chief Bast's background and on my Blogcast page and my Facebook pages. So look for it. There we go. Boom. All right. So anyways, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 315, Sunday, April 20th, 2025. Yeah, so... All right, before we get to that, we've got our craft beer. So, was there ever a time where I was not looking forward to drinking a craft beer on the Blogcast? No. But no, I'm not going to waste it. So, anyways, yeah. So our craft beer tonight is accompanied by a Jose El Piedra Cuban cigar. We've got like Maker's Mark bourbon whiskey. So our craft beer for tonight, it is Hooperator by the Frank Brewing Company in Tecumseh, Ontario, Canada. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. I'm trying very hard, very, very hard to be generous. So, wow, it's like a gut punch. I'm going to use that phrase for the remainder of the blogcast, gut punch. Because that's the only way I can describe how it goes down. It's like, bam! All right. Yeah, this is a wintertime beer. It's not a spring, summer, or fall beer. It's a wintertime beer when you're in a blizzard, you can't go anywhere, and this is what happens. Okay, Gwen, there you go. She threw out a number. Maybe, maybe not. All right. So, yeah, I'm not going to waste this beer. I'm going to drink it. But yeah, if you want to throw out a number between 1 and 10 or in the minuses, feel free to do so. And see if it matches up with mine. Oh yeah! Woohoo! All right. So I'll just set this back here. I'll just give it a top up. Ooh, baby. All right. So. I'll say this: end of the blog when I'm later on, I just might cleanse my mouth out with a nice water. I don't know, but anyways, yeah. Before we get to that, I want to remind everybody that Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms, which your podcast too, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give a shout out to you watching the Sarnia, Port Elgin groups. Michelle, you guys rock. Supporting Sarnia 2.0, Mr. Mike Sarnia Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups. Maybe that would help. All the Aerosmith, Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, pro wrestling, Blogspot, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's. As we get to our classic game show host. All right, who is this man and why is he wearing that yellow suit? Can you guess? This is Wink Martindale. Tomato juice, yeah. And Wink looks like he just raided a banana stand, but the banana stand fought back. So, but Wink, I mean, you gotta, if you grew up on TV game shows like I have, The Joker's Wild, Wheel of Fortune, all the classic game shows like Love Connection, all that. This is Wink Martindale, and here he is hosting Gambit in his younger years, and another debt. Wink, and I'll give a 10 gong salute to him later on the blogcast. But like, classic game show look. Like, I mean, the suit. Like, come on. Like, it looks like he kicked over a banana stand, but the banana stand fought back. Don't you? But anyways, Wink was born in Jackson, Tennessee, December 4th, 1933. He begins his radio career at WRLI at Jackson at the age of 17. Earns $25 a week. He's hired at WDXI for double the salary. He hosted like a morning show at WHBQ in Memphis. He becomes Elvis Presley's basically good friend of Elvis Presley. Hosted a morning show at WHBQ in Memphis. Helped Elvis Presley, launch it. Helps Elvis launch his career with playing his songs. He's worked at KHJ Los Angeles, KRLA, KFWB, KGIL-AM, KKCO-FM, KSP and AM, KABS, and KGQU from 1993 to 1994. Now, he's hosted Gambit on CBS and NBC. He's hosted Headline Chasers. He's hosted Bumper Stumpers. And his most famous, Gambit, and also Debt, and his most famous game show, Tic-Tac-Dough, for 8 seasons. Wow. So, he hosted a syndicated radio show, Music of Your Life, at over 200 radio stations. He still has a YouTube channel. He started a YouTube channel in 2014 called Wink's Vault, featuring like classic game show clips, and he's maintained it. Reportedly, he maintained it up to 2 hours before. Reportedly, he maintained his YouTube show for up to 2 hours before he passed away. So that's like dedication. Like, I mean, you're like passing, you're dying, but yet you still try to maintain you keep on living until right up to the end. Wow. So, and he was inducted into the American TV Game Show Hall of Fame. So, I don't need to go into his whole career on here. But it's Wink Martindale. Unfortunately, Wink passes away from lymphoma at age 91 at Rancho Mirage, California, April 15th. Susan, how are you? April 15th, 2025. So, so we're going to have a 10 gong salute to Mr. Wink Martindale, classic game show host, who's done everything in the game show, in TV game show history. So, all right, here's to you. Actually, here's to you, Mr. Wink Martindale, wherever you are right now, hosting a game show in heaven. There we go. All right. Wow. All right. So I'm glad you tuned in, Susan. I got a disaster of a craft beer here. So, living the dream. Happy Easter. There we go. And I posted, Wink Martindale's 10, appearances on, Tic-Tac-Dough, Bumper Stumpers, Headline Chasers, Gambit on my blogcast page, my Facebook page, plus a little bio of his life on my blogcast page. So, there we go. And later on, we'll have a 10 gong salute to Mr. Wink Martindale. So, there we go. All right. So, okay. And, God, dude, the suit. I mean, even though you're in heaven, it might be, yeah. That Huntsville beer was like, so anyways, Wink, you could have picked a better suit. It looked like you raided a banana stand, but the banana stand fought back and won. So, anyways, but respectfully, Wink. So, wherever you are right now. So, all right. So, all right. Oh, fuck. All right. So, anyways, as we get to our classic guitar duos, All right. So, anyways, yeah. Um, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 315, Sunday, April 20th, 2025. Our craft beer for tonight, for those of you who are just joining us, it's accompanied by a good cigar, Jose El Piedra, and Maker's Mark bourbon whiskey. Our craft beer for tonight, it is called Hooperator. It is an American Pale Ale. It's by the Frank Brewing Company in Tecumseh, Ontario. I got to warn you guys, it might be a bathroom break coming up, so I might be seconds away. But anyways, trying this beer for the very first time tonight. And, motherfucker. Okay, well, I've given it a chance to grow on me all through the blogcast. So this is not a spring, summer, or fall beer. This goes down. It's got a very gut punch. I know I've used the words gut punch, and I will till the end of the blogcast. So basically, gut punch, wintertime beer, when you're stuck in a blizzard and you have nowhere to go, it's a storm day, and this is the only beer you have, well, you drink up. So, okay. All right, so, okay. Yeah. You can really, oh boy. Well, somebody gave it a -1, but I'm going to be a little bit more generous than that. I don't know. So it's got like bitter, yeah, it is bitterness, dry, crisp. Okay, well, I'll set this back here. And, yeah, so anyways, just top it up. Oh boy. So, all right. All right. As we get to our classic rock, our classic guitar duo. All right. So, yeah, we get to our classic guitar duo. It is Brad Whitford and Joe Perry from Aerosmith. Now, Joe Perry formed Aerosmith in 1971, starting with Tom Hamilton, followed by Joey Kramer, Steven Tyler, and second guitarist Brad Whitford. Joe was influenced by Fleetwood Mac's Peter Green, Jeff Beck, Jimmy Page, and Jimi Hendrix. Excuse me. He has a collection of over 600 guitars. He plays Les Paul Gibsons and various Gibson ES guitars and Gibson Firebirds. Like, there we are. Brad Whitford joins Aerosmith in 1971. His equipment, he plays various versions of Floyd Rose guitars, Gretsch, Gibson Les Pauls, Gold Top, wide variety of Fender Stratocasters, BC Rich guitars, uses Paul Smith Reed amps, has his own amplifier, Three Monkeys amplifications, plays lead guitar on Dream On, Jaded, Back in the Saddle, Mama Kin. Now, the essential Aerosmith albums with like Brad and Joe, Toys in the Attic, 1975, Rocks, 1976, Draw the Line, 1977, Done with Mirrors, 1985, all produced by Jack Douglas, but with the exception of Done with Mirrors, it was produced in 1985 by Ted Templeman, who's worked with Van Halen, the Doobie Brothers, Nicolette Larson, and everything. There's a close-up. So, yeah, I posted more of like Joe Perry's rig rundown and guitars, and Brad Whitford's guitars rig rundown on my blogcast page, my Facebook page. So, look for it, like it. All right. So, All right. Well, I got a bathroom break. Fuck. All right. I'm back, coming back. I'm here. All right. So, anyways, yeah, I'm here. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 315, Sunday, April 20th, 25. We're all working our way through like a Easter long weekend. Mm. 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 All right. So, anyways, I want to get this out of the way. Like our blog ID, like Big Jims Blogcast Live isn't spam. Like us, share, subscribe to us. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms, which are podcast too, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at YouTube.com. I want to give shouts out to be watching the Sarnia Port Elgin groups. Sarnia rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. You gotta love Sarnia 2.0. What's up, Sarnia? Sarnia Anything Goes. Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups, all the Van Halen, Aerosmith, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, pro wrestling, blog and vlog groups, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's. All right. And, yeah, so as we get to our classic legacy album, our craft beer for tonight, it is accompanied by a Jose El Piedra cigar, Cuban cigar, and we've got Maker's Mark whiskey to it, which actually, this cushions the blow. It does make it like look, it does make it like, all right. Yes, so Maker's Mark bourbon whiskey, and we do have, all right, this is Hopperator by the Frank Brewing Company in Tecumseh, Ontario, Canada. And I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Whoa. Wow. I don't have a Hall of Shame for like craft beers, but I should set one up. But anyways, whoa. Yeah, still that bitterness, sourness taste to it. Yeah, gut punch, and it is not a spring, summer, or fall beer. This is a frostbite beer. This is like when it's a wintertime beer. You're stuck in the middle of a blizzard at home. And you can't go anywhere. This one's this beer. That's this beer. So face your punishment. So, all right, I'll put this back here. I'm going to give it a rating of 1 to 10. Later on the blogcast, several people have thrown out numbers. You may be damn close to that. So anyways, I'll just set this back here. Top it up. Oh, yeah. All right. So anyways, there we go. So, So as we get to our classic album, all right. So we've got like Aerosmith. This is our classic legacy album. It is called Toys in the Attic, and you buy like the sticker up here. I found it at Goodwill. It's well weathered and worn. This is a legacy album. It was released 50 years ago this month, April the 8th, 1975. All right. There's a picture of the band on the back. The band, Steven Tyler vocals, Joe Perry lead guitar, Brad Whitford rhythm guitar, Joey Kramer drummer, Tom Hamilton bass. Released April 8th, 1975, just a couple of weeks ago, 50 years ago. Wow. So, yeah, 50. Toys in the Attic was Aerosmith's third studio album for Columbia Records, recorded from January to March 1975 at the record plant in New York City. It was produced by Jack Douglas, who worked with Cheap Trick, John Lennon, The Who, Miles Davis, the New York Dolls. Side one, you've got Toys in the Attic, Uncle Salty, Adam's Apple, Walk This Way. Walk This Way became a big hit for Aerosmith. Big 10-inch record. Side two, Sweet Emotion, cool song, classic cool song. No More, No More, Round and wait a minute. Round and round. You see me crying. Yeah, there's no no inner. The liner notes are all on the back here. So, best songs on Toys in the Attic: Walk This Way, No More, No More, and Sweet Emotion. Inspiration influences. They took Aerosmith took influences from New Orleans funk, James Brown, the Gang, the James Gang, Gene Wilder, Igor to Gene Wilder for Walk This Way. Big 10-inch records a cover. Bull Moose Jackson, a blues singer. Now, this was released Sweet Emotion hit number 36 on the Billboard singles charts in 1975. Walk This Way hit number 10 on the Hot 100 in 1977. And Walk This Way would be re-recorded by Run DMC in 1986, helping Aerosmith's career and comeback. The artwork, Ingrid Harla. Wow. Leslie Harbot designed the album cover. It's a hard rock landmark album by Aerosmith, and and it's well worn. Here's the back. Like I said, this is a legacy album. This record is 50 years old this month, April the 8th. So it's a classic legacy album, Toys in the Attic, Aerosmith. And if you ever see it in record stores, give it a shout. Give it pick it up. So yeah, we've got the band there looking better. There we go. And there's Aerosmith right there. And there's Steven Tyler right there, lead singer of the band. So yeah. And further information, you can write to the Aerosmith fan club. It's so well worn, I can't really see through the creases and crevices of here. So, but you can tell it's been well played. Come on. Aerosmith, Toys in the Attic, classic legacy album released 50 years ago this month. So there we go. All right. So as we put that back. All right. So. Okay. Whew, boy. All right. All right. So, anyways, bam, boom. All right. So, yeah. Oh. All right. Okay. I want to remind you guys that Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms where you listen to your podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at YouTube.com. I want to give shouts out to you watching in the Port Elgin groups, Sarnia groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. You got to love Sarnia 2.0, Sarnia Anything Goes. All the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups. All the Van Halen, Aerosmith, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, Star Trek, pro wrestling, blog and vlog groups, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's. So, anyways, oh yeah. Anyways, for the third time tonight, I'm going to do the cube. I'm going to take it out of its Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug. If you're under 30, you probably need an explanation of what this is. This was a legendary toy in the 80s. Premise is pretty simple. There's 9 sides. You got to get full colors, full sides. Tonight I'm working on the color green. So, little bongo solo there. So here we go. There's what I got. And, all right. A few turns there. All right. So, anyways. Okay, come on. We're going. All right. So, anyways, boom. Oh, you little bitch. Fuck. Come on. All right. So, okay. Nope. Actually, this is what I got. So there we go. And we're going to do it one more time tonight before we go off the air. All right. So I'll just place that in there. All right. Well, for our craft beer for tonight, anybody who's tuning in, it's accompanied by like a good cigar. It's a good Jose El Piedra. And the craft beer tonight is accompanied by Maker's Mark bourbon whiskey. All right, so all right. So, anyways, we've got. I want to see if this has changed or not. Frank Brewing. The beer is called Hopperator. It's an American Pale Ale by Frank Brewing Company. Look at that. It's in Tecumseh, Ontario. Here we go. I'm trying this for the first time tonight. So, oh boy, it is sour, bitter. It's not a spring, summer, or fall beer. It's a good wintertime beer. But when you're stuck in a blizzard and you can't go anywhere, this will suit you because it'll remind you of wintertime. All just bitter. And I do give it a rating between 1 and 10. Maybe below 1, but I don't know. I'll be kind. I see several people have like already thrown out some numbers. I've used the word gut punch. All right. So I'll just set this back here. Yeah. Wow. All right. So, God, is there any? Have you ever tried a beer that makes you want to quit drinking? Oh. All right. So, anyways, as we go, I get to my most favorite time in the blogcast. All right. Boom. All right. So before we do that, before we get to my most favorite time in the blogcast, all right. So, anyways, 1-800-867-5309 is the hotline to call if you want to ring me up on your cell phone or your rotary phone right here. How's that beer, Jim? And I love the blogcast, and it's toll free to call 1-800-867-5309. So. Well, yeah, Glenn, that, I mean, or your worst enemy, yeah, I mean, there you go. Or, yeah, somebody, yes, you do not really like. So, anyways, we're going to get to our, my most favorite time in the blogcast. And we've got, all right. We've got This Week in Van Halen History, covering all the band there. So from April 14th to April 20th, April 14th, 1982, Van Halen releases Diver Down. All right, so there we go. April 14th, 1978, Van Halen is photographed by David Tan in Houston, Texas. April 15th, 1982, Van Halen plays the Arena in St. Louis, Missouri. April 15th, 1978, Sammy Hagar plays the Palladium in Concord, California. April 16th, 1979, Van Halen plays Jansen Beach in Portland, Oregon. April 16th, 1980, Sammy Hagar plays the Odeon Theatre in Birmingham, England. April 17th, 1993, Van Halen plays Hans Martin Schillerhallen in Stuttgart, Germany. April 17th, 1996, Van Halen's Humans Being video premieres on MTV. April 18th, 1992, Van Halen plays the Hilton Coliseum at Owast University in Ames, Iowa. April 18th, 1976, Sammy Hagar opens for Wishbone Ash at the Arena in Seattle, Washington. April 19th, 1995, Van Halen plays the Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky. April 19th, 1980, Sammy Hagar plays the Hammersmith Odeon in London, England. And that is all for This Week in Van Halen History. All right, so... Okay, here we are. All right, so here we are. Okay. All right. God. Boom. All right. All right, I know we've all been waiting for this. Oh, God. So, anyway, Not only I got, sorry, I got to take a second bathroom break. I'll be right back. Come on. Oh boy. All right, people. Okay, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 315. It is Sunday, April 20th, 25. We are in the middle of a Easter long weekend, and I'm about to rate the beer. So, So, anyways, bongo, boom. All right, our okay, Big Jims Blogcast Live. All right, so and we've got Cactus Jack here, our buddy. All right, Big Jims Blogcast Live. About to do the craft beer review, final. All right, so all right, boom. Okay, well, all right. So our craft beer for tonight. We've got a good cigar. I've got a backup. It's a Jose El Piedra. So, and accompanying that is Maker's Mark bourbon whiskey. All right. So, okay. Well, my final thoughts on this beer. It's called Frank Brewing Company Hoperator. It's Hoperator, American Pale Ale by the Frank Brewing Company in Tecumseh, Ontario. It's a gut punch of a beer. This is not a spring, summer, or fall beer. These are my final thoughts on this beer. And it's a gut punch. It does not go down smoothly. It goes down like just terribly. It's not a spring, summer, or fall beer. It's for the winter time. It's when you're stuck in a blizzard and you can't go anywhere at home. You're at home and you've got this. This will probably, it's terrible. Basically, let's just say it's terrible. It's like I said, I've used the phrase gut punch, and it really is. Or give this to friends you don't really like, or your in-laws that you don't really like. Okay, so let's see, what do we got here? All right. I've thought long and hard about this. Let's see. So, okay, well, here's like, I'm going to give it a 1. A 1. A 1 out of 10. So, all right. So, anyways, a 1 out of 10. God. Whoa. Geez. A 1 out of 10. I don't have .01. I don't have .02. But yeah, it's just if you like sour tasting, bitter kind of beers, Susan, you hit the right on the money there. Gwen, you were close, but yeah, if you like sour tasting, bitterness beer, this beer's for you. Okay, but tonight it goes into the Blogcast Craft Beer Hall of Shame. So along with so the Huntsville beer, which I'm not going to get into at this time. So, and after this broadcast is over, I'm going to dump this out. Well, yeah, and I am being generous. I could have said 0.5, 0.7, 0.10, but I'll just leave it at a 1. But if you like this type of beer, if you like the sourness, you like dry, crisp, citrusy pale ale beers that are a gut punch to you, this one's for you. So it is Hooperator American Pale Ale by the Frank Brewing Company in Tecumseh, Ontario, and they get a 1 out of this. So definitely not. Yeah. Let's see where it ranks on here. Let's see. Well, what is the... okay. Awful. So bad you wouldn't even cook with it, or the beer is skunked, or both. Yeah, I just... awful. Right there. So, anyways. Alright. So, anyways. Okay. I'll just put this back here. Oh, boy. Okay. Well. Haha. Alright. So. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 315. It is Sunday, April 20th, 25. If you guys want t-shirts, I recommend, like, if you want a t-shirt like mine, or any like the baseball jersey with like the logo on the front and the back, or a tank top, they are $35, shipping and handling included. 4 to 6 weeks for delivery, e-transfer or money order. You just let me know on my blogcast page or my regular page, or you want the classic design, Big Jim's House Blogcast Live. And email me the e-transfer or money order, and I'll do my best to get that out to you. It's 4 to 6 weeks for delivery, and I know several people have are happy with their with their t-shirts. So there you go. Yes. Aha. Wow. I'm going to give you guys a motivational, inspirational quote. Sometimes things go wrong that we can grow strong. Okay, here we go. Sometimes some things go wrong that we can grow strong. Sometimes some things go bad so we can grow better. That's by Unknown, and I'll repeat that. Sometimes some things go wrong so that we can grow strong. Sometimes some things go bad so we can grow better. And that's by Unknown. So anyways, yeah. For the last... Alright, so one more time. I'm going to do the cube. I'm going to take it out of his Big Jim Blogcast Live coffee mug. And I'm going to... If you don't know what this is, it's a Rubik's Cube. It was a legendary toy in the 80s. The premise is pretty simple. All 9 sides, all the same color. You got to get that. Turning it... tonight's color, I was working on was green, so a couple of turns. Here we go. All right, so there we are. Oh man, fuck you, you little crap. All right, so yeah, all right. Come on, fuck. All right, so that's all I got. I'll put it back in its Big Jim Blogcast Live coffee mug. Boom. All right. Bam. Yeah. Here we go. And so, there we go. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 315, Sunday, April 20th, 2025. And as I promised, we're going to do a 10-gong salute to this guy, Mr. Wink Martindale. All right? So, anyways, yeah, legendary game show host who passed away earlier this week. So, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. All right. So, anyways, Wink, wherever you are right now. All right. So, you're probably hosting a game show in heaven right now, so there we go. All right. So that is for Mr. Wink Martindale. All right. Ooh. And, yeah, you're probably not going to see me next weekend. As people know, I don't post anything personal about my life on this blogcast. I try not to. But April's been a pretty rough month, and next weekend I'll be busy, so you probably won't see me next weekend. So anyways, all right, that's it for me. Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 315, Sunday, April 20th, 2025. Our birthday shout-outs, we have Hooperator American Pale Ale by Frank Brewing Company from Tecumseh, Ontario, 1 out of 10, being generous on that. Birthday shout-outs, Isabella DeCooter, Helena Sousa Bartlett, Paul Cleaver, Jeff Zinke, Michael Brown, Jeff Sinfield, Ann Tennant, Stephanie Hope, Kate Giannis, Shelley Taylor, Mike McIntosh, our countdowns, local events. We talked about Star-Crash, the movie, our classic Kansas TV show, Automan, our classic tag team, Strike Force, our Star Wars character, Chief Bast, our classic game show host, Wink Martindale, classic guitar duos, Joe Perry and Brad Whitford, our classic legacy album, Toys in the Attic-Aerosmith, This Week in Van Halen History, our inspirational motivational quote, sometimes some things go wrong so that we can grow strong, sometimes some things go bad so we can grow better, unknown. And I want to remind you guys that Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify and all these audio listening platforms this podcast to. Look by our YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. Want to give shouts out to be watching the Port Elgin Sarnia group, Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Pop Culture Retro Classic Vintage Nostalgia Rest of Year groups. Van Halen, Aerosmith, Hard Rock, Heavy Metal Classic Rock Group, Craft Beer, Cigars, Sci-Fi, Star Trek, Pro Wrestling, Blog and Vlog Group, Classic TV Movie Perfect, Bongos, Rivets. Enjoy the outro theme song there. So, yeah. So you may not see me next weekend. If you do, it'll be a surprise. But, yeah. So anyways, people, that's it for me. Yeah, so enjoy the rest of your Easter long weekend. Yeah, I want you guys to enjoy Monday, because Monday you got off. Alright, so we're feeling good. It's good. It's all good. Yeah, and I'm fine. I'm okay. Alright, that's parting words. So, yeah, sometimes, from my quote, sometimes some things go wrong and we can grow strong. Sometimes things go so bad that we can grow better, and that's by unknown. So, anyways, it's Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 315, Sunday, April 20th, 25. Enjoy your Easter long weekend. So, cheers, everyone. And you probably won't see me next weekend, no promises. So, cheers, everyone. See ya.